Hello everyone, welcome once again. And today the topic that we're gonna start is about a rock garden. So, what is a rock garden? An ornamental planting in rocky places or in an area on which rocks have been placed for the particular purpose. Okay, for the particular purpose. Like यहाँ पर planting ऐसा होता है where you dig a hole या फिर खुदाई करते हो और उसमें there in that you place rocks, पत्थर को place करते हो, and then after that then I'll tell you later, we will come to the construction, मतलब construction में आएंगे. लेकिन इसमें ये याद करना है मतलब जहाँ पर plantation होता है, ornamental planting होता है rocky places में, और जो प्लांट्स होता है वो है डिफरेंट वैरायटीज़ के या फिर डिफरेंट क्लासेस के, डिफरेंट टाइप्स, डिफरेंट क्लासेस. ओके, प्लान, एंड देन दिस इज कॉल्ड रॉकरी और रॉक गार्डन. और जो रॉक गार्डन्स होते हैं, द रॉक गार्डन्स, इट ब्रेक द मोनोटोनी ऑफ अ लेवल गार्डन. इट्स टोटली modified या फिर you can say man-made garden. Okay, so and then its purpose is not to have a geological collection or display, but rather a place to grow rock plants. Okay. Its main purpose is to grow rock plants. And rock gardens are originally developed in an effort to plan and beautify natural rocky places, or possibly an accumulation of rocks left by stream. And a rock garden should be built only if it fits. अगर if in a particular place garden, okay, जहाँ पर आपका garden है, if there is no space to perform rock garden, so it's fine अगर आप नहीं भी करते हो. But if you have suppose park हो गया, या फिर आपका garden जो बहुत बड़ा है, it's very big and you want to beautify it, आप और beautify करना चाहोगे, so you can follow this type of garden, that is rock garden. Okay, और दूसरा पर्पस ये है अल्पाइन प्लांट्स जो होता है वो ग्रो होता है यहाँ पर, that various gardener had seen their travel in mountainous region, especially जो mountainous region में है कि जहाँ पर ये अल्पाइन प्लांट्स बहुत अच्छे तरीके से ग्रो हो सकता है. So its another purpose is, when you perform the rock garden in mountain, is to plant alpine plants. So these are some of the importance of rock garden. Now we'll come to the types. So there are almost 5 types of rock gardens. That is naturalistic rock garden, moraine garden, serene garden, alpine meadow or alpine lawn garden, and wall garden. So the first one, that is naturalistic rock garden. So from the word only naturalistic, you understand that it's it looks natural. Okay, so naturalistic rock garden are best used on natural slope, जो slopy area है वहाँ पर ये जो naturalistic rock garden है इसको वहाँ पर establish करते हैं. और जो रॉक्स जो यूज़ होते हैं वो इट शुड बी वेल वेदर्ड एंड ऑफ लोकल ओरिजिन. वो जो रॉक जो यूज़ किया जाता है नेचुरलिस्टिक रॉक गार्डन में, वो लोकल ओरिजिन होना चाहिए, उस जगह का ही होना चाहिए, और वो भी नेचुरल स्लोप में, वो भी नेचुरल स्लोप इन द लोअर शुड बी द रॉक गार्डन. ओके, इसका बेस जो है इट शुड बी रॉक गार्डन है. एंड इन फैक्ट द गार्डन इटसेल्फ शुड नॉट बी मोर देन अ फुट और मोस्ट 2 feet. ओके, 1 फुट या फिर 2 फुट होना चाहिए. एंड द रॉक शुड बी प्लेस इन नेचुरल हॉरिजॉन्टल पोजिशन rather than vertical. Okay, mostly it should be in a horizontal position. Okay, not in vertical or at any angles. Okay, and rock should be half half buried, it should be half buried to give the appearance of age and permanence. Like जब place करते हो and then you are digging the holes and all, like digging the soil. So when you place the rock, you don't place like that, okay. उसको मतलब soil के अंदर ही मतलब you have to put it, and then जो आधा पार्ट उसका है वो soil में होना चाहिए, जो rock होता है वो आधा पार्ट soil में होना चाहिए और आधा मतलब soil के ऊपर. It should be like that, and then like it will look more like natural look देता है. And then after that for like the appearance, okay, appearance के लिए like जो मतलब no rocks, okay, no rocks of 10 kg or less than 12 inches in diameter should be used. जो 10 kg का मतलब रॉक है या फिर 12 इंच का जो 12 इंच के डायमीटर्स में है उसको यूज़ नहीं करना है. और जो स्मॉल गार्डन्स होते हैं देयर लाइक यू शुड यूज़ ओनली 10 to 50 kgs rocks are used, okay. And then whereas for large garden, अगर आपका गार्डन बड़ा है, so it may vary up to 1 to 2 tons or several smaller rock may be grouped together to give the effect of large one. So ये हुआ naturalistic. Now we come to moraine garden. Moraine garden, it's you can see here the photo also. It's a type of rock garden with or without rock. इसमें rock भी हो सकता है, इसमें rock भी नहीं हो सकता है, and like it is placed in well drained soil mixture, okay, and is underlaid by water or foot or beneath the surface. And the main purpose, जो purpose है इसका, the purpose of the जो water flow होता है, the purpose of the water flow in the rock garden is a constant supply of moisture to the root of the plant. जो आपका soil है इस moraine garden में, उसको moist करने के लिए that's why जो ये water flow होता है, it's like continuous and it's constant, okay, to make the plant, to make the root and the soil, the root of the plant and the soil moist. And this is to duplicate the condition under which many alpine plants are found growing in nature. Like imitate करता है alpine plants को जो naturally grow होता है. So where the water from melting snow flow beneath the rock surface. And for complete drainage, the soil in the moraine should consist of equal parts of loam, leaf mold, sand and stone chip with a layer of ½ inch of stone chip on the surface. So this also you should keep in mind. And third is serene garden. I didn't put the photo here because it is similar. ये similar है moraine garden से. Okay. Only what is not similar is the inclusion of water beneath the surface. जो water इसके surface के नीचे है ना, ये मतलब moraine garden से मतलब अलग है. It's a bit different from moraine garden. And the fourth is the alpine meadow or alpine lawn garden. So here it is the modification of naturalistic. ये modification है. Modification of what? Of the first one. What is the first one? That is the naturalistic rock garden. ये इसका modification है. Always remember, this question might come that what is the name of that garden, like which is the modification of naturalistic rock garden? So the answer is alpine meadow or alpine lawn garden. So ये एक प्रकार का वो गार्डन है जो मतलब मॉडिफिकेशन है नेचुरलिस्टिक रॉक गार्डन का, और इसमें मोर और लेस स्प्रेडिंग अल्पाइन आर प्लांटेड. जो अल्पाइन वैरायटीज़ के प्लान है अल्पाइन वाला, सो उसमें क्या होता है, ये मतलब ये स्प्रेड करता है. इट्स लाइक अ स्प्रेडिंग टाइप ऑफ प्लान, एंड देन दे आर प्लांटेड जेंटली इन द स्लोप, जो स्लोपी एरिया है. ओके, इट्स ग्रोन देयर, एंड देन और इवन इन दिस ओपन फ्लैट एरिया, जो ओपन फ्लैट एरिया है उसमें भी, और वो स्प्रेड होता है एंड देन इट लुक्स वेरी ब्यूटिफुल. सो इट इज़ अ मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ नेचुरलिस्टिक रॉक गार्डन. And then it is with or without occasional rock. Okay, like it is with or without occasional rock. Like you can place a big rock, but you it's like you can place also, you can't place also, it's fine. Okay, and then lastly is the wall garden. So by the word wall only you understand, like you can see here the picture, the last one, that is the wall garden. So the wall garden is the most practicable form of rock garden. Like ये I guess ये जो टाइप्स है लाइक वॉल गार्डन जो इसके मतलब जो वॉल गार्डन है जो रॉक गार्डन में आता है, ये एक प्रकार का गार्डन टाइप है जो आप लाइक आई थिंक आपने ऑब्जर्व किया होगा. और इसमें क्या होता है मतलब एवरेज जो यार्ड होता है, एवरेज प्लेसेस में इसको परफॉर्म करते हैं. ऑन फॉर दिस अ वॉल इज मेड, ओके, अ वॉल इज मेड विदाउट सीमेंट. ओके, अ वॉल इज मेड विदाउट सीमेंट. यहाँ पर जैसे आप देख पा रहे हो इसमें मतलब लाइक एक पत्थर को ऊपर लाइक दे आर जस्ट प्लेसिंग लेयर बाय लेयर. ओके, दे आर प्लेसिंग एंड देन इन बिटवीन देयर इज नो सीमेंट, लाइक कुछ सीमेंट या कुछ भी नहीं है अटैच. सो हियर एंड देन आफ्टर दैट दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड, मतलब इसको ऑरी वॉल भी बोलते हैं, AURY, ऑरी वॉल. And the side of the wall can be 30 to 150 centimeter high, okay, and 1 to 1.5 meter long, but it should be in a rectangular shape. ये rectangular shape में होना चाहिए. And according to the yard in the house, according to the yard जो आपका घर का yard है उसके according आपको बनाना है. And if it is to be made more than 1 meter, अगर आपको 1 मीटर से ज़्यादा बनाना है, 1 मीटर हाई से ज़्यादा बनाना है, so the layer will be started from beneath the ground. Okay, then you should start it from beneath the ground. Ground के अंदर से ही आपको start करना है layer by layer. Okay, and then for this flat rock should be used. इसके लिए आपको flat rock use करना है. Okay, and then if possible अगर आप यूज़ कर पाते हो, एंड देन द थिकनेस शुड बी, जो इसका थिकनेस है, जो इसका लाइक जो थिकनेस होगा, इट शुड बी 2.5 to 5 सेंटीमीटर. ऑल दो थिकर वंस आर सेटिस्फैक्ट्री. ओके, लाइक सेटिस्फैक्ट्री ज़्यादा मतलब जो थिक ये है मतलब रॉक्स होता है. एंड देन वेदर लाइमस्टोन एंड सैंडस्टोन और लाइक sometime glacier blounder may be used. अगर आपके पास ये मतलब इस प्रकार के रॉक्स नहीं है तो आप लाइमस्टोन भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, सैंडस्टोन भी यूज़ कर सकते हैं, बट ये ज़्यादा यूज़ नहीं होता है. ओके, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट in constructing wall, each layer or row of rock should be kept horizontal. You should keep it horizontal, and a partial layer being put in it. The base of the wall is not a level ground. It's not a level ground. And after this, a light layer of soil should be placed. A light layer, थोड़ा सा layer soil का इसमें place करना है on this. And the next layer is to be placed with alternate joints. And the holes are left between two rocks for planting rock plant. Now, the question is where we will plant the rock plant. So you can see there are holes, okay, like there are space in between these rocks. So this is you leave this, okay, for purpose, मतलब इसको जानबूझ के like leave करते हो. Why? To plant the rock plants. Okay, and now we'll talk about the site selection and soil. So site selection, when you are seeing the site where you're gonna perform this rock garden. So rock garden is a part of what? Of a big garden, and fits well in an informal or freestyle layout, okay, which we have already discussed. What is freestyle, what is informal garden style. Okay, so you have to keep this in mind, that the garden, the area should be big, then only this one it will look attractive. And rock garden is laid out in that area only, which is the area, it should be very spacious, very big. So the rock are like we have to keep this in mind that the main garden is large, and the hill range type rock garden may be constructed in the center of the garden. Okay, like in most of the gardens, Okay, most of the gardens, which is very big garden, and you want to do this rock garden. Okay, जहाँ पर आप रॉक गार्डन को परफॉर्म करना चाहोगे, सो कहाँ पर आप प्लेस करोगे या फिर कहाँ पर आप इसको मतलब कंस्ट्रक्ट करोगे. आप जैसे कंस्ट्रक्ट बिकॉज इट्स लाइक मैन मेड एंड यू हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट, तो इसको ज़्यादातर गार्डन के बीच में ही कंस्ट्रक्ट करते हैं या फिर बनाया जाता है. ओके, तो मेक इट लुक मोर अट्रैक्टिव. एंड देन या फिर entrance में when you just enter, suppose in a park or in gardens, lawns. Okay, so as soon as you enter, then sometime like if not in the middle, अगर garden के बीचों बीच नहीं तो garden के entrance में, okay, garden के entrance में आप इसको मतलब construct कर सकते हो. And then ये मतलब वे ओरिजिनल जो इसका ओरिजिनल गार्डन है इस वन पीस, द कॉर्नर इज़ बेस्ट फॉर इट. लेकिन जो रेकमेंड करते हैं वो है मतलब जो आपका गार्डन है उसके कोने में अगर आप करोगे भी इट विल लुक अट्रैक्टिव, सो यू कैन प्लेस इट देयर ऑल्सो. सो दिस इज साइट सिलेक्शन, लाइक 3 थिंग्स दैट इज इन बिटवीन. ओके, गार्डन के बीचों बीच यू कैन डू दिस रॉक गार्डनिंग. एंड इन द एंट्रेंस में भी कर सकते हो. एंड वेयर लास्टली द कॉर्नर. ओके, so now we'll come to the soil. So soil again, that is loamy, sand and humus, equal part of loam, sand and humus. Okay, and the later in the form of peat, moss or leaf mold is desirable. Like you can mix these soil with leaves, okay, or mold is desirable. And as the plant in rock garden are of dwarf type. Okay, जो प्लान वैराइटीज़ है, जो प्लान इसमें मतलब उगाते हैं वो मतलब ड्वार्फ टाइप के होते हैं. लाइक दे आर शॉर्ट इन नेचर एंड देन दे आर रिच फर्टाइल सॉइल इज़ नॉट नेसेसरी. ओके, मतलब ज़्यादा नेसेसरी नहीं है कि आपको बहुत रिच फर्टाइल सॉइल ही चाहिए. ओके, एंड देन जो अल्पाइन टाइप ऑफ प्लान है वो यहाँ पर ज़्यादातर ग्रो होता है. अल्पाइन ग्रो बेटर in non, and then in what type of soil? In non-alkaline soil. And you avoid heavy soil. Okay, जो heavy soil होता है उसको avoid कीजिएगा. and जो poor drainage है, okay, मतलब जो अगर poor drainage होगा soil में तो ये plant को मतलब मार सकता है. like it can destroy, it can kill such plants which you are growing, जो आप grow करते हो. So these are some important notes to remember. I'll give you the notes later. So these are some points to remember. So this is about the site and the soil. Now we come to the construction. So कैसे rock garden को मतलब build करते हैं. So first of all you have to plan the design on paper. Okay. कि कैसे करना है, how you gonna plan, how you gonna design, which type of stone, how you gonna place. So and after that the ground is planned and it is marked out on the selected site. Okay, and then if there is slope, if the area is slope also, so the slope should not be greater than 50%. Okay, 50% से ज़्यादा मतलब slopiness नहीं होना चाहिए उस एरिया में. And after that the initial shape of the structure is very, it's given good garden soil by placing layer by layer. Okay. And then after that the hill range should be 2 to 3 times taller than man's height according to the balance in the garden, to balance the garden. So the hill range, agar hilly area hai, so it should be 2 to 3 times taller. And the slope, we already have discussed that it should be 50%. And the initial shape, that also we have already discussed, that like good garden soil by placing layer by layer. And then the structure is overlaid with 15 to 20 centimeter thick layer of manure soil at 4:1 ratio. Okay, ये मतलब soil का जो manure है इसमें मतलब you have to place it. Okay, you have to mix it, you have to place it. And the water course with a few falls should be constructed with cement concrete concealing the edge to make it natural. and the whole structure should be covered with rock. Okay, the whole structure should be covered with rocks. That also bigger one. Okay, bigger one at the base, and smaller at the top portion. So these are some few important point of construction. And these are some notes to remember, that is to consider the soil in the area before constructing. Like सबसे पहले, like we have already discussed that what type of soil, कौन से type of soil है जो आपको use करना है when you're constructing rock garden. Okay, that is loam soil and humus. And then this one, alpine plant require loose, well drained soil, so you have to check on this. So if your soil is poor or compacted, okay, so you have, if it's compacted, okay, like ज़्यादा सख्त है and all, like जो soil है, like it's hard, so you have to dig how much inches. You have to dig like almost 10 centimeter, and then you have to mix it with the compost also to make it more fertile and all, like to make it a bit fertile. And then you have to bury your large rock या फिर bigger rock. It should be buried, it should be inside the pit which you have already dig. Okay, and then according to your diagram, जो आपने diagram बना चुके हो, because सबसे पहले you have to make diagram. You have to plan it on paper first. You have to draw first. You have to see first, okay, how you're gonna do. Okay, and then you have to be sure that the rock is buried to a soil depth at least of 1/3 to keep the rock securely in place. Okay, ताकि even if like there will be rainy season या फिर कुछ भी, so the rock, it won't like what I'll say, get disturbed or anything, but it will stay compact in that area only. And once the large rock are in place, arrange plants and smaller rock. Okay, large rock, it should be on the base, and small rock should be on the top portion. And then after that, like experiment and rearrange until you like the look of the rockery. Then secure the rock and plant your alpine plants. Okay, so lastly you have to do the plantation. Okay, and then finish by surrounding the plants and rocks with a layer of gravels or pebbles. जो small like pebbles होते हैं, पत्थर होते हैं, gravels or pebbles. You have to just do that, like it will beautify that area more and more. Now we'll come to the planting. So in planting, like the recommendation of the proportion, ठीक है, proportion, like कितने से कितने rocks होना चाहिए, कितने से कितने rock plants होना चाहिए, and then what type of plants and all, like everything, it should be in proportion so that it will look like balanced. So 1/4 should be rock, 1/4 should be dwarf shrub and dwarf evergreen, and 1/2 should be rock plants. Because even in this rock plant, there are not just plants, but there are shrubs also, shrub types of plants, bulbs, evergreen type of plants. Okay, so now the first example that I'm going to give is carpet forming, because it used to spread like this plant used to spread and look like what I'll say, very beautiful in a carpet form. Okay, so one example, there are so many examples, लेकिन मैंने यहाँ पर बस एक example को दिखाया है, that is Dianthus deltoides. Okay, so Dianthus deltoides, this one is one type of carpet forming plant. And second is spreading and not forming root. That is, there are so many examples, and I'm giving here one example, that is Alyssum sazzatile. So this one is one example. ये spread भी होता है, लेकिन जब spread होता है वहाँ पर मतलब root, लेकिन root form नहीं होता है, जड़े forms नहीं होते हैं. And the third is non-spreading, जो spread नहीं करते हैं, okay, which does not spread, that is Iris pumila. There are more like example, so I am giving only this one. And after that is the bulbs for rock garden. So that is allium. You can see here the fourth one, allium. Okay, one example. There are again many examples like anemone, and then this one crocus. Okay, Iris reticulata. But I give only one example, that is allium. This is bulbs for rock garden. And then we come to dwarf shrubs. Okay, dwarf shrubs. So you can see here Azalea mollis, this is one example of dwarf shrubs. And dwarf evergreen is this one, the last one, that is Rhododendron arborescens. This is one example of dwarf evergreen. And there are some rock plants for shade also. Okay, rock plants for shade are like this one, Primula, and then even Sedum nevi. Okay, I haven't shown the picture, I'll give you later. Okay, so these are some example. And then in India you can have like you can get some example of this rock garden also, like rock garden in Chandigarh. Okay, rock garden in Chandigarh, and even Lal Bagh, Bengaluru in Karnataka, there also rock garden is there. Okay, if they ask you that in India where is rock garden, you can say that for example, like which you can remember easily, rock garden in Chandigarh. Okay, so it's like very famous rock garden in India. Okay. And even in Simparks Kunor in Tamil Nadu, Simpa Kunor. Okay, so that is some example of a rock garden in India.